Now, one last region, DRC. We know that the situation in Eastern Congo, DRC, actually had a lot of development in the past few weeks. And also the role of MONUSCO actually sparked discussion, like what should peacekeeping do? Should they fight back against the rebel groups? What is your take, and what is the situation now?
So first of all, I think it's important to emphasize that we have an area of Eastern DRC which is affected by M23 offensive. On the other hand, more than 60% of MONUSCO is operating outside of this M23 controlled area. And there, MONUSCO continues to do a lot in protecting civilians, really hundreds of thousands of civilians every day being protected by them. And MONUSCO is currently intensifying its operation against this ADF group, which is still the most lethal group operating in the DRC. On the other hand, you have the M23 offensive, which continues, albeit maybe at a slower pace, but certainly continues. And it has the potential to generate more instability, more violence in the DRC and the region, and potentially triggering a regional conflict. So we need to avoid this. The humanitarian consequences of all this has been already very dire.
So you think there's still peace to keep?
Well, first of all, we have mandates, so we continue to implement the mandate. The mandate is very much about protection of civilians, and we continue to do this, as I say, every single day. Hundreds of thousands of civilians are being protected by MONUSCO, even in the M23 controlled area, where we continue to protect civilians and these armed combatants who have been sheltered in our base. Now, in addition to that, the good news is that there are diplomatic efforts. The regional organizations, SADC, EAC, are working together. There has been a very good resolution adopted by Security Council, Resolution 2773, unanimously adopted. And all the good messages are in that resolution. Cessation of hostilities, withdrawal of the Rwandese armed forces, implementation by the parties, the DRC and Rwanda, of the commitments that they have entered into as per the Luanda process, diplomatic process mediated by Angola, the Nairobi process, which is about armed groups and achieving the disarmament, and the other message, which I believe is very important in this resolution, is strong support from the Security Council to MONUSCO. The first step is to achieve a ceasefire, and I think that it's important that all diplomatic efforts and everything possible needs to be done to achieve that goal of ceasefire. MONUSCO is ready to play a role in monitoring the respect of the ceasefire. We're preparing for that. We have plans for that. So once the ceasefire is in place, then we would be there to help in monitoring this ceasefire. So, I think time is of the essence. We cannot wait to achieve that ceasefire, because the risk, as I say, of further very serious deterioration in the situation is very much there.
Mr. Lacroix, thank you very much for taking your time. Hope we talk soon when it's a more peaceful place.
Thank you so much.
Very much.